Hey, no tracers. So you're used to us always talking about refilling, the importance of refilling, which is to keep plastics out of the garbage for as long as possible. But another thing that you can consider as we're really trying to be more sustainable in our lives is the garage. And I know you're thinking, what in the world? But yes, the garage is often overlooked for a lot of reasons. We just think of it as storage or a place to put our cars, bicycles, things like that. But it's also important to think about what we have in our garages and how we can be more sustainable, whether it is disposing of chemicals um, in a environmentally friendly way, reusing things that you may not think or consider when trying to organize your garage. So this is my garage. I'm going to show you how I'm going to organize and reuse things in my garage. Stay tuned. You can imagine, no tracers, market season for us is very busy. So in addition to having our full-time jobs and running the market and no trace, it leaves very little time to keep our no trace warehouse, aka my garage, organized. So we're going to use this. Hopefully we can get this all done in one day. And if not, I will share that with you as well. And it looks probably a lot worse than it is. But again, this is really important to show you all not only like the behind the scenes, but why sustainability, reusing, recycling in a very healthy way is important for people and the planet. So here you go. Here's the behind the scenes of what the No Trace Garage, aka our warehouse, looks like after a busy market season. I'm going to have the World Cup. One of the matches is on right now, so I'm gonna watch that for a little bit while cleaning the garage out so that it makes this necessary chore less tedious. And of course, I'm doing this on a Sunday afternoon when it's really toasty. Gotta love planning and preparation, but here it is. So no tracers, what I'm going to do first with organizing the garage is I'm going to put like things together. And what I mean is I have a bunch of shoes in here. I'm going to put those in one corner. I'm going to go through these boxes, the containers that we receive that we return to the manufacturers, these food grade plastic bottles and other containers, they go back to the manufacturer for cleaning, sanitizing, and reusing. This is what you would consider a circular economy. So again, the whole point of the plastic use is to keep it out of the landfills for as long as possible. And we send this back to Rustic Strength, all of their empty containers for reuse. So I will put all of the empty containers together in a pile. All of the products is easy because we have a lot of products that are still in the crates. Our tent, all of this stuff is going to be organized. I'm going to place it on this side of the garage so that I can sweep. I don't want to use any power tools or like any kind of tools to clean. I have a broom. The broom is fine, and it lessens its impact on the environment by manually just putting some elbow grease instead of trying to use some power tool to sweep. I will do that manually, and then I will start to put things back. But right now, all I'm going to do is just to categorize the items that are here in the garage, put them in a nice pile, if you will, so that I can see what I'm working with and decide how I'm going to display the products on the shelves, other things that I have in the garage, even with the ladder, the tools, all of this stuff. So it can be overwhelming to organize any space. I find the best way to do it when getting started is just to put like things with like things. And then from there, we'll figure out what goes where. If I need to bring things inside the house because it is warm, if I need to clean, like I'm looking at some jars that you'll see later that needs to go in the house and be washed and sanitized for reuse, all of that good stuff. So the first step when you're preparing your garage for organizing, you want to just put similar things together. You may have wondered what I do with all the single-use plastics that I've accumulated over the years, and I'll show you. I've placed all of these items in a plastic garbage bag. I'll drag it over to the camera in a second, but you'll see that it is a lot of single-use plastics or containers or packaging that I'm just not sure what to do with. And so instead of me putting it in the garbage, I've just been saving it, if you will, until I can find a better way to reuse this plastic. And it's just another reminder for me every time I come into the garage and I see this big black plastic bag to really be intentional about the plastics that I bring into my home. Again, I can't control the plastic that's being developed and used and all of that, but I can make a conscious effort and decision to use less plastic. So I'm going to bring this over so you can see a lot of the common things that we all have that I've been collecting. So this is just like packaging, lids for takeout. I'm not going to tell you how many years I've had this container, but I want to think of another way that I can reuse this. My old phone cover, just plastic packaging. I'm trying to see. Like, I'm not even sure what to do with these bubble envelopes that have the plastic. Sometimes things come in plastic. I notice, like if I buy peanut butter, obviously the lid is sealed with like plastic. And sometimes I just don't feel like making peanut butter, so I'll buy the store bought. But I keep the plastic. I ordered something, I don't even remember what, but it came in this plastic bubble wrap. So you understand what I mean. And then I have something that has styrofoam. And so I'm not sure what to do with that. So yeah, I just want to be completely transparent and show you that obviously I'm not immune from plastic. And I had gotten some flowers from a local florist, and she uses plastic instead of paper to wrap the flowers. I didn't know that at the time, but now I know. I'm just trying to dig through to see. It's just styrofoam, lots of miscellaneous things, like these little plastic tabs that come on. I think it may have come from like oat milk or almond milk or something like that. But anywho, let me get back to sorting and categorizing. myself, but it didn't seem to take too long to clear that area. Those are tiles. I am not going to move those tiles, they're too heavy. I just wanted to let you know that a lot of times No Tracers or supporters of No Trace will gift us their old food jars, whether it's plastic or glass. We are going to use these to give to one of our partners. We're collaborating with some local businesses. And so it's a good reminder for me because I kept putting it off like, oh, I'm going to get to this. I'm going to wash these. I'm going to sanitize them. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to remove all the labels, but you get it. So these jars and what you can't see that's in that container or that box is from a No Trace supporter, and there's some plastic containers, as well as we have some glass jars that were given to us from another supporter. So we're gonna, again, the whole point of this is for me to see what I have, and by removing everything and putting it by category will help me to organize my thoughts and how I want to organize the garage. I'm not going to lie, it is extremely hot. I'm going to sweep that area, show you a little project that I'm going to do with the shelves, which is essentially take some of these boxes that we're not going to use right now and create like a shelf liner. And it's just simply just me cutting, measuring and cutting. So that a lot of our products won't fall through those slats there. Okay, so we're going to keep going. It's organizing. Yes, it makes us feel much better when we can see our things, know where things belong. But if I don't know what's here and I'm buying things unnecessarily or wasting time searching for things, and that's not productive or efficient. So those are other reasons why it's important not to neglect the garage. Okay, No Tracers. I'm tired, I'm not going to lie. And this is why I'm crazy for cleaning this garage on a Sunday afternoon that's very steamy. But the good news is that the shelves are almost complete. As you can see, I've swept up a lot of the trash, so I just need to finish sweeping the left side of the garage, putting the trash away, and then the fun starts. The fun starts because then I will be placing all of these items back over here in a more organized and efficient way for me to be able to get the items when we have online orders or I'm getting ready for markets, making sure that I have my household things like all of those not utensils, excuse me, but all of the yard tools, etc., etc. So stay tuned for what I hope will be the final reveal for the garage, but it's getting really toasty, so I may have to finish this tomorrow. Okay, No Tracers. So that took me almost 5 hours. Granted, it is really hot and my garage faces west, so the lesson I've learned is I really need to do this in the morning, even if it's going to take me 2 or 3 mornings if I only have like an hour, versus me trying to sweat it out and get it all done. But I'm really happy with how the garage looks now and it's organized. Um, what I have to do is these are the jars and things that people have donated that I just need to get these washed and sanitized because we're going to donate them, as I said earlier, to one of our collaborators. This, I know it looks scary, but it's not. The brown paper is going to go in the compost. We'll save the boxes for markets, and I have to shred some papers and things. So I figured let me utilize the little cart here, the wagon, so that it'd clear up some visual to send back to Rustic Strength for their recycling program, essentially. So there you have it, the No Trace warehouse. I am really, really happy. And those boxes that are alongside the wall right there, those are for orders and when we do markets for people who don't have tote bags, etc. We'll use those boxes for them. But yeah, there you have it. If you are in the West Valley and you need assistance with your garage, organizing it, decluttering it, give us a call or send us a DM or reach out via email. We're more than happy to help you out. We'll give you a quote and all that good stuff. But with this garage, what I would love to do is to get the garage doors insulated, which will help reduce some of the intense heat, especially since I said the garage is facing west. And yeah, obviously when I need to change the light bulb in the ceiling, I'll make sure that it's LED. So there are a lot the simple things that we can do to ensure that our garage space is sustainable. Um, while being able to, for me, the function is to be able to park my vehicle and to make sure that all of our that they're organized in a very neat and orderly fashion. As always, people and the planet.